Recorded Books presents Christmas Cupcake Murder by Joanne Fluke, narrated by Suzanne Torren. This story takes place before Hannah Swenson, Lake Eden's cookie-baking amateur sleuth, solves her first missing person case. It's also before Hannah's mother, Dolores Swenson, opens an antique store with her best friend, Carrie Rhodes. If you think life must be boring in small-town Minnesota, read on. Chapter 1. Hannah Swenson was just taking a pan of German chocolate cupcakes out of her industrial oven at the cookie jar when there was a knock on the back kitchen door. Hannah quickly slid the pan of cupcakes on a shelf in the baker's rack and hurried to answer the door. A man was standing there, and he stepped back a few feet from the door, a man Hannah had never seen before. "I'm sorry, but we're not open yet," she said. "I know that, ma'am, and thank you for answering the door. I saw the closed sign, but I was hoping that someone was here early and they might have some work for me to do. I don't need money, that's not it, but I'd be grateful for a couple of cookies to eat for breakfast." As the man spoke, Hannah noticed that he was shivering. His coat didn't look very warm, and it was cold this early in the morning. She felt a rush of compassion for his situation, and she opened the door wider and motioned him closer. "Come in, and we'll talk about the work. I'm ready to take a coffee break right now. Would you like to have a cup of coffee with me?" "Yes, I certainly would, ma'am," he said immediately, a smile breaking out on his face. "A cup of coffee would be really good." "Just hang your coat on one of those hooks by the door," she said, walking quickly to the kitchen coffee pot. She'd finished a cup of coffee only minutes before, but it was obvious that the man needed to come in out of the cold and drink something warm. She was about to offer him cream and sugar, but one glance at his emaciated form when he hung up his coat prompted her to add 2 more packets of sugar and a generous amount of cream to his coffee. Hannah carried his coffee to one of the stools by the stainless steel workstation and pulled out a stool for him. "Would you like one of the cupcakes I just baked?" she asked. "It's not frosted yet, but it should still be good without frosting." "Yes, thank you, ma'am," the man said, giving her a grateful smile. And then he smiled even wider as she delivered the cupcake, and he saw that it was chocolate. "I love chocolate. My mother used to say that it was God's gift to mankind." "Your mother was a wise woman," Hannah said with a smile. "These cupcakes are going to be German chocolate when they're frosted." "I love German chocolate cake. My mother used to make a German chocolate cake every year for my birthday. It was our family's official birthday cake, and my mother was famous for her cake. She copied the recipe on a card and gave it away every time she baked a birthday cake for someone." Hannah could see that his eyes were wet with unshed tears at the memory. "You'll have to come back here in an hour or so, and I'll give you a cupcake that's frosted." "I'll be back. Thank you, ma'am." He took a bite of his cupcake and swallowed with obvious relish. "These are really good." "Thank you. Would you like another?" "Oh, yes. Yes, I would, and thank you, ma'am." Hannah went back to the baker's rack and picked up another cupcake. The man was polite and completely non-threatening. Mike Kingston, the chief detective at the Winnetka County Sheriff's Department, would chastise her for opening the door to a stranger. But if he were here and actually met her early morning visitor, Hannah was sure he would agree with her assessment of the man's character. "Tell me more about your mother's German chocolate cake," she said, sitting down on a stool directly across from his. "Did you ever watch her make it?" "Yes, ma'am, I surely did. And when I got old enough, I rode to the store with her to get all the things she needed to bake it." "Do you remember what they were?" "I do. She bought German chocolate. She never kept it in the pantry because she said it might get old between birthdays, and she wanted it fresh. and she bought coconut, pecans, and cake flour. She wanted those fresh, too. And then we went to the fruit section, and she bought 1 orange. An orange? Hannah asked curiously. An orange wasn't called.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.